it's the only shot in golf, I think, that makes you want to quit. And yeah, I wanted to quit yesterday.
Uh-oh, Spanish fade. Strong. He started calling that the Spanish fade.
Yesterday, we traveled out all the way to Eugene, Oregon for a fun game of golf. However, it didn't turn into a fun game of golf because this happened.
Uh-oh. Strong. He started calling that the Spanish fade.
Yes, guys, that's right. I kept shanking. I had 3 shanks on the front 9 on a video, which is going to be on the Guys at Labs YouTube channel. So go and check that out in a couple of weeks. It's going to be fantastic. It was very funny, but I didn't get angry because I've not been practicing much. I don't think you can get angry if you're not putting the work in. I got emotional and upset because I have suffered with that before. And if you guys have kind of suffered with those Spanish fades, as the guys yesterday so kindly put it, get in the comments below and let us know. But today I'm going to talk through exactly how I battled it, managed it, and actually played some of my best golf for a long time on the back 9 with these bad boys. So we're going to do a video on these today as well. These are a friend of ours' golf clubs, the Sam Harns golf clubs, the guy behind Lab Golf, and they're a little bit interesting. But also, guys, in today's video we do have a little bit of a channel partner in the guys at Particle Sunscreen, so make sure you check that out a bit later on in the video. There's a lovely discount code for you, because like skin health is vitally important when it's like 40 degrees out here, isn't it? But so what happens when, for example, you do start shanking the golf ball, when you don't start playing your best shots? Because it's obviously coming out the hosel, it's obviously not an ideal situation to be. You all right, Bob? No, you're struggling already. He's gone, his head's gone. But it's important to just have a couple of things to think about. Now, I was actually blaming everything else. Initially, I was blaming the clubs, and you know what it's like when you're playing golf with somebody and you start, maybe you know what it's like, and you start playing really badly, they kind of console you a little bit. Oh, it's the clubs. You've not brought your own clubs here. Oh, you should have brought your own clubs. The way I played on the back 9, I can safely say it wasn't the clubs. We'll put a video on from one of the par 3s, which was a really, really good shot, and I really, really enjoyed it. I played really well. Then I thought, oh, it's the shoes. Like I don't feel comfortable. The shoes feel a little bit kind of all over the place. And you're like, well, no, it's definitely not the shoes. And I was like, oh, maybe it's the jet lag, because we've travelled all the way from Heathrow all the way to Oregon. It was a 10-hour flight. Well, you all right, Bob?
No, but he's adjusting.
It's a 10-hour flight from Heathrow out here to Oregon. It was a difficult flight, wasn't it? But it wasn't the nicest of flights. So BA, by the way, BA can because it was ridiculous. Anyway, but so how did we overcome it? Because it wasn't the clubs, it wasn't the heat, it wasn't my shoes, and it wasn't the jet lag. So what was actually happening, and lucky enough when we film our golf swing, it's very, very easy to have a look, and being a PGA Pro, I can sort of have a look myself. Now, the easy thing to do is, when you do start hitting shanks, and I will say the word, you can kind of start to flip over a little bit more. You want to get club on ball, so you start doing that as a kind of shot. You can see it's a low, skinny shot, it's a little bit hooky, and it's not the strike you want to play. That's because what you generally start to do is come out of your posture and throw the club at the ball. Now, what's very difficult to do when you are shanking the golf ball is actually get club on ball and compress into the turf. Now, some of the shots that I was playing on the back 9, I managed to do that.
Oh, strike.
You figured out.
Yeah. Stay there.
The guy is here.
Yeah, perfect caddy job there.
And I just started thinking more about the basics, more about ball position, more about rhythm, for example. The rhythm's vitally important when you are thinking about this. So go through your routine. Let's pick a start line. We've got 4 iron here. Just have a look at that, by the way. It's very, very small, and I think it looks really, really nice. It's actually got a LA golf shaft in as well. Wow. Made in USA. So very, very interesting clubs. And initially I thought it might have been the clubs because the 4 degrees flat. Now 4 degrees flat could be a difficult one to do, but hear me out. Because all of a sudden, if we start getting the posture correct, getting the ball position correct, and then trying to flow with the posture a little bit more and flow with the rhythm, you can see we get to the top and then we hit a really nice penetrating shot that goes straight down the middle of that fairway. So you can see here, if Bobby brings it in, we've actually got a really, really nice turf interaction as to where the ball was teed up there. So we're still committing to the shot, we're still compressing down on it, and we're not flipping into the shot. Because as soon as you start flipping into the shot, the amount of times I see people when they do hit a shank or 2 shanks or 3 shanks in 9 holes, So guys, while we have been in Oregon, it's been unseasonably warm. It's been nearly 40 degrees. Now, I take my sun care very, very importantly. I had a bit of a kind of scare a couple of years ago. Luckily enough, it turned out to be nothing. But this video is brought to you by the guys at Particle. So the Particle Golfers Bundle does feature a face cream which can help protect your skin with a bit of a kind of daily routine. And of course, we have this invisible sunscreen here. So I found this really, really helpful. We actually used this yesterday in the 37-degree heat. I can't believe how well it worked. Because you see, I think for me, if you spend a lot of time outdoors like I do, you have to have something in your daily routine that can really help rehydrate, firm up your skin, and obviously rejuvenate that skin as well. So this could be an absolute godsend for me. See, I spend so much time outside, and as I said earlier, I did have a bit of a kind of scare a couple of years ago. It was my ears actually, the top of my ears. So making sure that you have that proper protection on your skin at all times is absolutely vital for anybody who spends a lot of time outside like we do when we're playing golf. Okay, so final part of the routine when getting ready for a round of golf, make sure you put the sun cream on. So we have the Particle sun cream here. I really like just how kind of nice the packaging is as well. The beauty is it actually smells really nice and it doesn't sting your eyes or anything, so you can just get right in amongst there, get all the big danger areas like the back of your neck and your ears, and then you're good to go for your game of golf. Okay, so once you've done that, we applied a little bit in the hotel as you can see, but also it's important to just apply that last minute stuff out here on the golf course. So it doesn't sting your eyes, it actually smells really, really nice, and it doesn't kind of bead down with the sweat. I do find it difficult to find a good sunscreen, and you know I wouldn't partner with any brand that I haven't tried, tested and really enjoyed. Have you got some on, Bob? For me, it's very, very nice that it does protect and care for your skin while we spend time outdoors, especially out here on the golf course. The Particle Golfers Bundle is perfect for golfers who want to protect their skin from the sun and keep it healthy long term. For me, it's easy to use, it's lightweight, it's hydrating, it's designed for men who want to protect and the results without the hassle. And guys, if you want to check out this Particle Golf Bundle for yourself, make sure you check out the link in the description below, and there is a code James20 for the first 200 participants who do fancy a bit of this Particle Golf Bundle. I found it fantastic, I really enjoyed working with them, and for me it's a fantastic option for anybody who wants to look after their skin long term. And it smells delightful as well. It was quite upsetting to me, and I do feel quite emotionally scarred, but I also feel like I had the bounce back ability to be able to play some better golf on the back nine. And thinking about that then rhythm and thinking about getting the ball striking, you need to start attacking the ball a little bit more. You need to start playing your actual golf. Stop being so defensive, stop thinking, if you're thinking about only not shanking it, what are you likely to do, Bob? Shank it. So you need to start thinking about what you actually want to do with the ball, what shot you want to play. Do you want it high, do you want it low? Do you want to draw, do you want to fade, etc. And from there, you're a lot more likely to play better golf shots. Let's say another one. We'll go down this fairway and continue on the hole, because for me, I think it's so important to embrace what you're trying to do and really start to play some nice shots. So one of the areas that can be very difficult if you are struggling with those shots that we've mentioned, I'm not going to say the word again because I've said it too many times and I feel like it's a bit like Beetlejuice, isn't it? You say it three anyway. But if you have a pitching wedge in your hand, it does become, I feel like, more difficult because you may be trying to guide the shot in a bit more, you may be trying to be a bit more accurate, and of course it's a shorter club. So a really good drill for you to do, this guy's going to do this green now. Yeah. And I feel like there's a really good drill that you can do on the golf course just to kind of get it out of there, because I was struggling a little bit, and to be honest I was getting a little bit frustrated with myself because of the situation we're in, playing with some really good players that I've never played with before, and you want to give the best account of yourself, which is always normal. But I do feel like, especially if they're not your clubs, let's work on keeping that posture on the way down. And all I'm thinking about here, and this could really help you if ever you do struggle misstriking the golf ball out on the course, is imagine someone's got their hand in your left pocket here. So let's load up to the top of the backswing, or here we have 100 yards and I've got a pitching wedge. I'm going to play some nice half shots. Imagine someone's pulling your hip back, that's making your hips rotate, so your hips move on an ellipse, so they're moving this way, which means your right hip comes forward, but it gives you loads of room for your hands to work around your body. So from there you can release the club out nicely, and it's a really nice way of making sure that you're not moving this way. If you come with your weight moving to your toes, obviously the handle works up, the shaft gets closer to the ball, and we know what kind of happens from there. So just doing that a couple of times can really get you involved in getting that strike that you want. And from there, like I said earlier, it's really important to make sure that you are playing the shots that you want to play. You can see again there, we've got that lovely strike. We've got everything that we want from that ball flight and with this pitching wedge. And I do find it funny because I was playing, we're going to get wet. Oh no, because I was playing with, I'm waiting for another one to pop up right now. Rob, I'm going to hit these quickly because I'm playing them really well. It's another good one. It's another good one, and that's flag high again. It is, everything is against me, but it's okay, we don't mind. But once you keep that posture, then you can really allow yourself to control that dynamic loft and really start to play the shots that you do want to play. So we're thinking more attack minded, and we're thinking more about trying to get that ball closer to the hole and get it the right distance rather than that. And then one final area that I think is pivotal when you are struggling with these shots, and guys, this video might do incredibly well, it might get millions of views because I know a lot of people struggle with this, and having struggled with it in the past, it's the only shot in golf I think that makes you want to quit. And yeah, I wanted to quit yesterday, but going through this method and making sure that the rhythm was right, making sure I was keeping the posture nicely, and making sure we're staying attack-minded really helped. Now, when it comes to the shorter stuff, I wasn't struggling here with it, but I think you can build the confidence here. You're obviously going to be missing a lot of greens. A lot of people do struggle with that shot from here, but making sure that you keep that face rotating at all times, making sure you're still playing the shot you would play, be that a high tariff shot or a low tariff shot. Look at this wedge, by the way. Do you know whose that is, Bob?
Crikey.
Yeah, it's a lovely looking wedge, that. So, but also just playing around with trajectories and stuff. So I was actually chipping really well. And you can see just making sure that you're getting that club on ball, making sure you're getting the strike, making sure that you can play the high shot. You can then nudge it back in the stance and you can play the low shot there just like we want to and get that check. I'm building the confidence levels of, it sounds ridiculous because I'm a PGA professional, but getting the ball back on the grooves and not out of that bit there, because that's really not where you want to be. But guys, I really hope that's helped. I hope you check out the guys at Particle in the link in the description below and use James20 for 20% off, because it's been a fantastic trip and I can't wait to show you what we've been doing. If you've enjoyed it, smash that subscribe button below. I'm in a much better place now than I was yesterday. Was it the clubs? Was it the shoes? Was it the jacklight? Was it the temperature? Was it anything else? No, it was just me. And the sooner you can come to terms with that, the better. Go through that process, you'll stop shanking it. I guarantee you'll enjoy your golf a lot more. I haven't said once that Bob is a shanker either.
I'm not.
You are.